Stacy here from ZC Secure, and in today's video we're going to talk about optimizing your business for post-pandemic success. Hey guys, this is my first video on the channel, so please feel free to leave some critiques and suggestions in the comment section below. Now let's get on with it. Optimizing your business for post-pandemic success, and I think we should start with why. 2020 was a rough year for business globally. Many shops were forced to close down indefinitely, and many more were heavily impacted by the pandemic. These are unprecedented times in modern history, but we have to learn from them. So while we're still in uncharted territories today, let's go over some of the things that we've learned. Number one on the list, remote working or telecommuting solutions don't have to be a last case scenario. Now, initially, some teleconferencing apps didn't seem like they were up to the task of rising usage, and I may or may not be talking about Zoom. Many businesses found resounding success in moving to a work-from-home business model, with some companies like Microsoft and Facebook announcing permanent solutions for their employees to work from home. Now, this obviously doesn't work for every kind of business, but it's something you should definitely consider exploring as it has its benefits. Number two, social media. Social media has been a driving force in the world's order for some time now, and there really is no business that cannot take advantage of it. In 2020, we saw an 8.1% rise in social media users, equaling an astounding 240 million people more using social media regularly. And now I think it's been no secret that social media is powerful, and that it has its use cases in marketing and e-commerce, which we'll talk more on later, as well as communication. But for the first time last year, during the global lockdowns, where so many more people were spending time at home on social media, on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, that social media became the only platform for communication and marketing, figuratively speaking. But that's really powerful. So my takeaway is this. Whether you like it or not, social media is a reliable and powerful channel for communication, marketing, and e-commerce, and you'd be wise to give it a chance, and honestly, the attention that it deserves as part of your marketing mix. It's something that I'm working on as well. And number three, technology that enables sustainable growth. See, I believe that businesses that make it through this pandemic, as well as businesses that were born from this pandemic, should see quite a sizable boom in the years to come. So if that's you, you should be excited. Congratulations. But for those businesses, it's going to be critical to have the systems and support in place to enable sustainable growth. And the first thing I'd like to discuss is e-commerce. If we look back at 2020, and believe me, I'm getting tired of doing that too. Of all industries, organizations that had e-commerce as a part of their business were able to keep their revenues up, and in some cases even increase them during the lockdowns. The growth of e-commerce as a percentage of global retail sales has exploded and honestly looks to be the way of the future. I'll be doing another video on e-commerce in more detail on this channel soon, so make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss that. Last but not least, we must look at leveraging tools that automate, tools that ease the important but monotonous tasks, as well as tools that protect us from threats that we don't see coming. And that brings me to what I think is the most important subject of today's video, certainly to me, cybersecurity. In 2020, cybercrime was at an all-time high, and we heard about it in the news constantly. However, for many small business owners, cybersecurity just isn't a priority. One of the things I hear the most from small business owners is that, well, we've never had any issues before, so I'm not concerned. Or that I don't think I have anything that cyber criminals would want. And see, that's really distressing, because while it is true that larger, more valuable organizations do have more value that cyber criminals might want to steal or compromise, it is the smaller organizations that are as much as 10 times more susceptible to being compromised. And even more so, with the average costs of a breach equaling thousands of dollars per employee, many small businesses simply cannot recover the costs associated with a breach or the loss of business. Now let me clarify. Cybersecurity isn't just a tool itself, but it comprises a variety of useful tools that provide protection and assurance. Here's a quote that I love from Dr. Gary Hinson. Cybersecurity is like the brakes in a car. It slows you down, but allows you to go a lot faster. See, cybersecurity is a capability, one that we will need to optimize our businesses for to grow sustainably in the future. This pandemic and 2020 as a whole has taught us quite a lot. I hope this video has been helpful to you in highlighting some of these lessons. If it has, hit that like button. If it hasn't, or you have some suggestions for another video perhaps, let me know down in the comments below. For now, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.